Alright, we'll get going here in about 5 seconds. Alright, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. Let's talk to you. Good day to you. John Garadeb at your service. Pleased to meet you, sir. This is Ryusuke Naruhodo. He's a defense lawyer. Do excuse me not getting up. Ahoy there, old chap. Let's see what this old fella has to say. Indeed there, Chef Rex. And hey there, Chef Rex. How's Chef Rex doing? Took a shot to the knee a few years back in the Battle of my Wand. Don't you know? Earned a medal for my pains, but had to withdraw from service. Handed over the reins to the up-and-comings. So he's a retired soldier. It's a hell of a job getting up and down stairs now, I can tell you. Don't get out much, as you can imagine. I'm good, me. I'm doing fantastic. Yes, it's quite a climb up here to the second floor, isn't it? I was panting at the top stairs. You really must take more exercise, Mr. Naruhodo. Do you think so? Well, Mr. Garadeb, there's no doubt you were very courageous to earn yourself a medal. Oh, it was nothing. The medal's just a folderol, really. Wouldn't like to offend the general, though, so I grudgingly displayed it on the wall. Why don't you fetch it down, Joan? Let these good people see it properly. Joan, fetch the... Ah! Dash it all, woman! Be careful! Oh, dearie me. I beg your pardon, sir. I'm a year older since last stream. Happy belated birthday there, GF Rex. And hey, another year older, another year wiser. Hell yeah. You jolly nearly took the skin off my hands. I shall be more careful, sir. So anyway, there you have it. Living the quiet life now. Yes, I see. Now then, I hear you want to know about the chap lodging downstairs, is that right? Yes, we would be very grateful if you could answer some questions for us. Only too pleased, naturally. Especially if it helps to keep the peace here in Blighty. Sir, why are you stirring your coffee with your pipe? We forged an alliance with the Empire of Japan recently, as I'm sure you're aware. So this case is very much in the public eye, as it were. Oh, is it? Even had some famous detective poking around, you know, in this old house, would you believe? Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Could have been. Didn't catch the chap's name. Not really my cup of tea. All that detective business. Oh, but you have a copy of Rand's magazine here, so. Him? Oh, no, Anyway, the chap's investigating the foreigner's room as we speak. So he's in Sosaki-san's room. Gross, I didn't think about that. That pipe gotta have some gunk in it, indeed. It's a bally nuisance is what it is. The whole neighborhood's twitching its curtains now. I don't like all this fuss. It's jolly unsettling. About Mr. Natsume. So about Mr. Natsume then, Mr. Garadeb, please do tell us. Ah yes, the Japanese chap. Only been lodging here for a week. Oh, just 1 week? So he moved in very recently then. I have 2 lodgers most of the time, one on the ground floor and one just below us. The first floor room became available a week ago. Dash it all, Joan! Do be careful!
Oh my goodness! I'm terribly sorry, sir! If you want to know my opinion, I thought he was a shady sort from the moment I set eyes on him.
What? Oh, why?
He seemed to have a most nervous disposition, always shaking and looking over his shoulder. The man had shady ring across his sweat-soaked brow, if you ask me. I said to myself, Joan, that man is trouble. Sooner or later, he's going to do something untoward. And I'm rarely wrong about anything.
We won't be calling this maid as a witness, that's for sure. Was there anything else that struck you as suspicious about the man at all?
Yes. Oh, yes! Indeed there was.
Oh dear. Went to the water park, then tried some Mediterranean hummus, pita, and rice for the first time. Was great. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's good. Hell yeah. Water park fun, and that for birthday? Hell yeah. See, my birthday always turns into, hey, how much snow and how cold is it going to get? And she's dying to tell us. The shady lodger. Had you noticed anything else about your lodger, Mr. Natsume?
Oh my word, yes. The man was shadier than an orchard.
Could you elaborate?
Well, take the man's room. Absolutely stuffed full of books it is. More than anyone could ever read. And he never said so much as passes the time of day with another living soul. I haven't seen a single visitor call. He just trots off to that old bookshop every single day and comes back at 5 to light the gas fire. And the funny little man is up long past the time everyone else in the house has gone to bed too.
Oh, I see.
The gentleman on the ground floor goes to bed around 9 each night. But I've never known that Japanese fellow to retire any earlier than 2 in the morning.
Ah. Could you clarify something, I wonder?
What, pray?
How do you know so much about Mr. Natsume's routine?
Oh!
I understood that neither of the lodgers live on this floor of the house, is that correct? That's right, yes. They're both below us, on the first floor and street level. Then how is it that you know so much about the lives of your lodgers? The precise times they come back in the evening, for example. Even the times they go to bed. Good grief, Joan! Be more careful, woman!
Oh my goodness, sir! I'm terribly sorry, sir!
Something doesn't add up here. Uh-oh. Incident 2 days ago. Seems that the incident took place at around 5 in the evening. Did you happen to look out the window at around that time?
The window?
Yes, we noticed that the window over there looks out over Briar Road. The incident took place on the pavement just on the far side of the street. Was there anyone suspicious loitering nearby? 5 o'clock is dinner time in the Garradab household, so I'm afraid I don't remember seeing anything. How about you, Joan?
No, sir. It would have been dusk already, outside already at that hour. And with the fog as well, I should think it would have been quite impossible to see the other side of the road.
Oh, I see. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary then? Such as? Anything at all, even if it seems unrelated. Well, yes, was there something then? Well, it's not a thing particularly significant, but oh God! For the love of God, Joan, watch what you're doing. Oh my God, every time he's on tell us some information, she pours more tea onto his hand.
Oh dearie me, what have I done? I'm awfully sorry, sir.
Do be more careful, woman.
Of course, sir. If I may, Mr. Narrow Hollow.
Oh, yes?
I have an exceedingly good memory, and as far as I remember, nothing of any significance took place here at that hour. Nothing at all.
Oh, really? Mr. Gyarados, the way you were talking before, it sounded rather like there might have been. Well, as I was saying, it was just a trifling matter, really. Nothing. Oh, God! Ah! Joan, dash it all! What is the matter with you, woman?
Begging your pardon, sir. Nothing happened.
Yes, quite. Nothing happened. We sat down to a quiet, uneventful meal. Joan?
That's right, Mr. Gyarados.
Oh, God. What is the matter with these two? Sounds like something happened here in this room on the evening of the incident. But what? I wish I knew. Okay, Mr. Natsume's room. Could you tell us which floor Mr. Natsume's room is on? Why, certainly. Just below us on the first floor. And Mr. Schulmes is investigating there, even as we speak? Yes. Told me Nat's his name. He had asked him to look into the matter. So I gave him the key. Mr. Natsume has engaged Mr. Schulmes' services? That's a blatant lie. Would it be alright if I had a look around? In Mr. Natsume's room, I mean. Don't see why not. It's just down one flight of stairs. Who knows if we'll find anything that could help us with the case, but we have to try. We need all the clues we can lay our hands on, shall we? Yes, and while we're there, we can speak with Mr. Schulmes again. Perhaps he'll be able to tell us more. Okay, that was crazy. But hell yeah, there, GF Rex. Fun times, fun times. Birthdays always are fun times there, GF Rex. Alright, let's... Look at that enormous screen. There deliberately. Certainly seems like someone's trying to hide something from view. Wonder. I'm going to have a very quick look. Just a little peek. Maybe let's not, Miss Susato. I think the maid is going to head us off with a cup of tea. This window looks over Briar Road, where the young woman was attacked. Oh yes, I can make out the policeman on the far side of the road investigating the crime scene. Glass is rather murky, isn't it? You can't see very clearly. Does this thing open at all, I wonder?
I shouldn't underestimate the bitterness of a London winter, sir.
Sorry?
As soon as you open that window, the tea will freeze in the pot. No Londoner would go opening windows at dusk in the middle of winter, I assure you.
Okay. It's rather unusual. It's delightful. Although the shelves seem to be broken and the crockery is, oh dear, it's in pieces. It really is. The word cracked wouldn't do the chinaware justice. Ah, I wonder. Always thought this maid looked like Rosie the Robot. I do see the resemblance there, GF Rex. Probably something like that. Let's not delve too deeply here. Okay. Well, let's go to Mr. Natsume's room. Mr. Natsume's room. What? Just look at this place. And smell it. So musty in here. Suppose it's mountains of old books that are responsible for that. I don't think I've ever seen so many books in all my life. No, me either. It's so dark in here too. Is that the window over there? Well, it was the window, I think. Yes, once upon a time. But for some reason, it's been closed up with bricks and mortar. So this is where Mr. Natsume lives. By the way, I haven't spotted Mr. Shulms anywhere, have you? No, that's true. But according to what Mr. Garadeb told us, the great detective should be around here somewhere investigating. Oh look, it's a beckoning cat from home. It's a bit big and bulky, isn't it? Surely Mr. Natsume didn't bring that Manaki Neko all the way from Japan with him. I hardly think you're in a position to comment, Mr. Naruhodo. Are you forgetting the enormous Daruma doll that you brought in your luggage? Well, it can be dangerous traveling abroad. I wanted a lucky charm. Well, I imagine Mr. Natsume wanted the same, and this cat is sure to beckon good luck to him. It's not doing a very good job so far, is it? You mustn't say such things. You didn't say a word. Why are my eyes such a giveaway? Hello, cat. Oh my, what an adorable little cat. Perhaps he's looking after all the books while his master's away. I don't know about that. He disappeared into the pile of books as quick as flash. It was a tricolor Maike, wasn't it? Do they even have that sort of cat here in Great Britain? Perhaps Mr. Natsume brought the little creature with him from Japan. It's made me feel homesick now. Already? We've only been in the country for 2 days. That desk seems to be wedged in a crevasse between the mountains of books on either side. I suppose Mr. Natsume would sit there and read while stroking his cat. But surrounded on all sides by towering old tomes, surely he dreamt of books every night as well. Surely, yes, he must have done, mustn't he? Oh, what's this? It's a receipt from a secondhand bookshop. Your books. Oh yes, Mr. Natsume's name is on it. Look, and the date of purchase. 2 days ago at 4:45. That's the day of the incident. That's just a short while before he was embroiled in a terrible attack. He must have been on his way back home from buying some old books. Okay. Look at all those books stacked up there. They almost reach the ceiling. They're all works of English literature, and they all smell so musty. With this volume of books to hand, you'd never be short of reading material, would you? No, what a dreamy idea. A bad dream, maybe. For me, at least. Mind you, I don't imagine the book that's at the bottom of the pile now will ever be read again. So reading it is an experience that comes but once in a lifetime. Just as tea ceremony teaches us. I certainly didn't expect the conversation to turn down the path of tea ceremony philosophy. Could you even call this a window? I think so. It was a window at one time, after all. Although all that remains is a frame around some bricks now. So really it was just a wall then. But why would anyone deliberately brick it up like that? I'm afraid I have no idea. Ah, perhaps Mr. Natsume painted the brick design in on a fit of whimsy. That's alarmingly feasible. Anyway, whatever the reason, lack of ventilation in here makes the place very oppressive. It does. Imagine being cooped up in a room like this would be extremely trying. Yeah, I wouldn't want that room, to be honest. Wouldn't want that room at all. Oh, there he is. There's Mr. Shulms. How you doing, Mr. Shulms? I see you. Ah, look, Mr. Naruhodo. Aha, there he is. Where did he appear from? Seems to be engrossed in the pages of an old book. I hope he won't mind if we disturb him. Hello, Mr. Shulms. Ah, you two. Good day. Now, let me see. Where was it that we met? Oh, Mr. Shulms, we were together on the SS Burya. Yes, of course, the Burya. And let me see what happened on that voyage. It was Kazuma Asogi died tragically, but you're a great help to us. Ah yes, but of course, the case of Mr. Asogi. It was the one with the snake, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Oh, well you seem to remember something of it at least. What an honor to be remembered vaguely by the great Rock Schultz. That candle on a pile of books, risky? True. True, actually. And next to its pages as well, look at it. That would be a very scary... This is Mr... Oh, no, my dear madame, hold your tongue. I pride myself on the superior powers of recollection. Your names are safely recorded in my brain attic. What? Miss Naruhodo and Mr. Susato. Try the other way around, Mr. Shulms. I lose the first round. Oh my god, I love him. He's crazy. In truth, I had hoped to invite you both to my Baker Street suite the day we arrived in London. But some Scotland Yarders ambushed me on the railway station and whisked me away to a crime scene. It was an entirely trivial case, of course. I solved the matter in no more than 30 minutes. So I apprehended Soseki-san in that short of amount of time. I'm afraid the pursuance of a new case has dulled my recollection of my past involvements a little. A little? It is a mistake to think that one brain attic has elastic walls and can distend to any extent. Brain attic? I do my best to forget useless facts, lest they should elbow out the useful ones. Yes, those are my own words of inimitable wisdom, you know, from the adventure entitled A Study in Scarlet. Please, there's no need to quote yourself. According to my very famous words, god damn. I don't always remember my pearls of wisdom, but fortunately my associate pens them beautifully. It means Iris, I suppose. Mr. Shulms, we have some extremely important questions to ask you about the trivial case you just mentioned. Goodness, what an earnest expression. My dear madame, I should be only too pleased. And this murky room is an apt place to discuss the murky case. Okay, Mr. Natsume's arrest. We know that this to be the lodgings of a Japanese foreign student by the name of Soseki Natsume. It seems that you assisted in his arrest, Mr. Sholmes, for the stabbing of a young woman outside here on Briar Road. Natsume. Yes, I believe it was a name rather along those lines. But Mr. Natsume denies it. Was it really justifiable to arrest him on so little? I'm sorry, Miss Susato. I have not the slightest idea what you mean. What? I can't believe it was looking Susato-san squarely in the eyes while feigning ignorance. I assure you, I'm not merely feigning ignorance. It would appear as if the pair of you are under some misapprehension. Oh? How? I assure you, I have no recollection of accusing your stupid compatriot of the crime. But that doesn't make sense. Good detective of Scotland Yard made the following request of me, and I quote verbatim. We need you to ascertain the identity and whereabouts of a man seen fleeing the crime scene. Ah, a man seen fleeing. There were a number of books scattered on the pavement at the scene. From the book plates, I was quickly able to determine the bookshop from which they had been purchased. On speaking with the proprietor, I was immediately led to this address. Elementary, wouldn't you say? Oh God. Elementary, my dear Watson! Elementary! I believe there is a receipt around here somewhere from the establishment in question. So you don't think Mr. Natsume is the culprit then? That I could not tell you. But it was aggravating my faculties, hence why I returned here. However, this place is such a trove of fascinating books, I found myself quite lost in bibliophilia. Do not be deceived into believing that I am a man of leisure. No, no, no! Oh dear. Mr. Garadab. Ah, tell me. Have you encountered the landlord of these lodgings? Yes, Mr. Garadab, a retired military man. It was the first time I've ever met a soldier from the great British institution that is the services. It was the first time I've ever met a maid from the great British institution that is service. I didn't think it was that funny. I do apologize. As you may well be aware, many households in London employ a maid. Yes, I read as much in my Great Britain primer. And so conversely, whether or not a household employs a maid has come to be betoken the social standing of those dwelling where they're in. Betoken their social standing? Sorry? Put simply, my dear fellow, those who employ at least a single maid are considered middle class. Those who do not are beneath that. In the upper echelons of society, of course, households employ enough staff to constitute a large family. Goodness, how extraordinary. As you can appreciate, for those on the precarious boundary between the middle and lower classes, being able to afford just one maid is of the first importance. I had no idea. And it's for precisely that reason that I find great stimulation in the situation upstairs. Specifically, in the retired army veteran, Mr. John Garadab. Oh? Affable as he is, the fellow's hiding something. Whether or not it imposes on circumstances of this case, I'm yet unable to ascertain. I'm thoroughly lost on what he means to say. This room is thoroughly suffocating for the soul, my dear fellow. I assure you, any man whose lot is to dwell in a place such as this will stab somebody sooner or later. Mr. Natsume has stabbed no one. Ah, but sooner or later, as I said. I don't believe that's the issue here. About this dark little room, Mr. Sholmes. Why is there no longer a window? Do you have any idea? Uh-oh. No window? Well, I mean, I can clearly see that there is a window of sorts. But it's been completely blocked with bricks. Ah, I see. The answer to that question is quite simple. Window tax. Window tax? What is that? Surely not a tax on windows. Precisely that. Oh my goodness. Until relatively recently, a tax was levied on households in this country by a number of their windows. Those of lesser means, having inherited a sizable and costly family home perhaps, rapidly closed windows up. While the rich open windows here, there and everywhere, in an effort to curry favor with those in power by furnishing them with large sums of money. How awful and unjust, forcing people to live in rooms devoid of light. Indeed, disease was rife as a result, so some 40 years ago, or thereabouts, the window tax was abolished. But its legacy remains, as you can see, in squalid lodgings such as these, for example. Suppose Mr. Natsume's stipend for living here in London isn't very generous, perhaps. It would appear so. I've done a little digging, and discovered that these lodgings were offered at an extraordinarily low price. Because the room is so awful, I should think. Apparently, Mr. Natsume only moved in here about a week ago. Yes, that's correct. However, I don't believe the low rent is explained by the shabby nature of the accommodation. Oh? Still, that is of little relevance here. A matter not worthy of further attention. You're sure? I'm curious now. Well, I believe I've told you all I can now. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. Ah yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Was it not your intention to become a practitioner of law? You remembered that, did you? Will you perhaps be offering your services in this very matter, I wonder? To the occupant of this room, Mr. Natsume, was it? I'm not sure. Not sure? On what grounds? Well, I actually defended someone in court here only yesterday. Really? Well then, I congratulate you, sir, on an ambition realized, and so promptly, too. Thing is, it's really made me question things. Am I right to believe in my clients? To trust in their innocence? Yes, trust. Mr. Sholmes? Mr. Natsume didn't do it, did he? As ridiculous as that sounds, window tax was real. I like how this game teaches some real things, too. Yeah. Man, it's so crazy. That's such a crazy thing. That's such a crazy thing there, GF Rex. My dear fellow, I haven't the first idea. Oh, but I thought that's why you were here. Didn't you come back to investigate? Ah, yes, that was indeed my initial intention. But there are simply too many fascinating books here. I couldn't possibly ignore them. Oh, I see. Nevertheless, there are two facts I can state quite unequivocally. The man who fled the scene of the crime 2 days ago was the Japanese occupant of this room, and there are witnesses who swear to having seen the same man commit the crime. That's all I can say. Ah, and one more thing. Oh? What is it, Mr. Sholmes? Tell us. I can't say with any certainty whether or not it is of relevance to this case, but I'm quite sure that the retired army man who owns this property is hiding something. Mr. Garadab is? Mr. Sholmes said as much as before, didn't he? Anyway, at present, this is really all that plays on my mind in relation to this case. Mr. Naruhodo, as yet our investigations have uncovered nothing that could help establish Mr. Natsume's innocence. No, you're right. Perhaps it's time we probed a little deeper into Mr. Garadab's secret. Just remember, I cannot be sure whether a landlord's secret will prove to be of relevance or not. But I wish you every success, of course, Mr. Naruhodo. A busy man indeed. He's gone back to his book in the corner of the room. Okay. Well, let's save. And let's move. Back to Garrett's room. Ah, you pair again. Jeremy, was the detective chap, I forget his name, still hard at work down there? Mr. Herlock Sholmes? Ah yes, rings a vague bell. All that detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid. Well, Mr. Sholmes is in his element down there. Jolly good show. Another cup of tea if you would please, Joan. Now then, why don't you tell me what— Oh God, oh Lordy! All the umpteenth time, woman! Will you watch what you're badly well doing?
I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir.
Ah, yes, of course. Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to take your leave, if you'd be so kind. Oh yes, of course. We are deeply grateful for all your assistance. Not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young foreigners like yourselves. It's been a pleasure. Best of luck and all that. Perhaps you could see yourselves out. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garrett is hiding something. Since no other avenues of investigation seem to open to us at the moment, perhaps we should do some digging. That looks like a Medal of Honor. It's showcased on a very grand banner. Yeah, it's displayed with some pride, I would say. Although it bothers me that it's not straight. What? That old thing? Sorry? I should be glad to see the back of it, but the general would turn it in his grave if I disposed of it. The wall is the best place for it. Keeps the bally thing out of my way. So it's just been polished to shine by accident, I suppose. There appears to be an inscription on the medal itself. Look. Let me see. It says, for distinguished participation. Sounds like the kind of honors even I could be in line for. Well, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet, but I was given that for my time in the army. Can't measure an officer by the number of medals on his name, of course. Common knowledge in military circles. Are those mortar shells? They're enormous! I hadn't noticed. What are they doing here? Ah, those old things? Couple of little rounds I accidentally fired into the barracks during training, you know? Became a bit of a colorful regiment folklore, that is it. Me deliberately hunted out the spent shells? Well, I wouldn't say deliberately exactly. They're only scrap iron after all. Usually just thrown away, I believe. But you never know when things might come in useful, do you? Useful for what exactly? Yes, well... Joan here did manage to knock one of the bally things on my foot the other day while she was dusting. Oh no! Hadn't shed a tear since 1869 before then, you know. Maybe reconsider throwing them away. I should have a pile of books here, Mr. Garredab. Do you enjoy reading? Ever experienced a London winter, boy? The nights are long. No better way to pass the time in front of a fire with a jolly good book. Oh, there's a copy of Rant's magazine here, I see. No doubt Mr. Garredab enjoys the adventures of Sherlock Holmes too. Great detective has a great many followers, it would seem. Oh look! What a wonderful collection of cakes lined up on that gleaming silver cake stand. Lined up, looks more like someone has half demolished them to me.
Afternoon tea is a time of indulgence, you know. It's quite the English way. is Mr. Gerdab's custom to take 2 cakes with his tea.
That sounds delightful. Oh, wait a minute, though. There are at least 10 cakes on the cake stand.
Well, naturally, it would never do to waste the leftovers. So whatever Mr. Gerdab doesn't eat, I say to myself, Jean, you shall have to tidy up.
Well, how magnanimous of you. Hey there, Herlock. What's Herlock Sholmes doing here? What's he doing over there? Mr. Sholmes? Ah, we meet again, dear fellows. Good gracious! When did you sneak in here? Herlock Sholmes, sir, at your service.
Whatever were you doing over by the window? I saw you.
Tidy up the cakes, go Kirby mode indeed.
She's like, I'm going to pour tea on your face. Piping hot tea.
I'm given to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, madame. Yet sadly, cheerful as the room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks an aperture for such observation. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Well, keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is the prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering. And one other thing, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, me? I thought perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detective's great mind. Wait, he's not talking about, is he? I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon. Do you mean Mr. Sholmes? There is a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. I take it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I'm not prepared. I hope I'm prepared, but we'll see. I think so. There's just enough time for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let's conclude the matter before dark. Mr. Gerdab, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, your standing as a landlord is most certainly not what one might call first rate. We're gonna rip his heart out, aren't we? I'm afraid, sir, that is all too clear to me. There are 2 conclusions I've been able to draw by careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon? Uh-oh, he's mad now. You made him mad. Yeah. You angered him. You angered him badly. Look at him in his half-moon head. How dare you? He's like, I'm going waning crescent right now. The first is that even as we speak, you're concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your care. Eh? And the second is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you. Mr. Naruhodo, look! The old man's broke out in cold sweat. Unbelievably, it seems Mr. Sholmes' conclusions are both spot on. How? How could you possibly? How could I possibly know, you mean? To inquire? The answer couldn't be simpler, sir. For in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts. Ah! I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin? Once again, Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular! The Great Deduction. The game is afoot. Nature of the beast. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on a rampage of late within these four walls. Thus, we are faced with the question, what form might the beast take? Ah, for a man with a military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrett, leads us directly to the answer. The true nature of the beast as run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. Yes, though an army man you appear unimposing at best, a fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts. What is this piffle, I ask you? Piffle? In the end, your admiration became so great in fact, that you had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which you tried to keep in this very house. What? Yet living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined. He's living with a fucking lion? The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well? Yet, as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madame? I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it's plain to me that with one glance in your direction,
It is?
your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue to the beast's current whereabouts. For protruding from it is a handbill advertising a circus show.
Ah!
Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion, Mr. Garrett, at Batty's Circus, a traveling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I have observed the tents. You sold the savage lion, sir, to the circus troupe. I most certainly did not. I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion, and a simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. Jubilantly? I don't know if it's something jubilant that's like, I gotta go through a goddamn ring of fire. I might burn myself. The aftermath. Now, Mr. Garrett, it is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. He's like, you cried like a little bitch. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage. Nonsense, man. I simply... But what we must now ask ourselves is the true cause of this pain. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, in this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Every envelope contains another demand for payment.
Ah!
For cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea. Indeed, Defeating your beloved has had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. And so you had no choice but to let it go. Yes, well, Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack.
Unimaginable?
The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, dearie me.
What could have caused such a destructive outburst?
Ah!
This time, madame, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes! What if she went feral and started ripping up the carpet because she was eating the cakes like a crazy person? What if that, Mr. Sholmes, huh?
Ah!
There's no creature more dangerous on the earth than a beast with an unsatiated appetite. Was it, or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman, if they have no bread, let them eat cake? Oh God. We quoting Marie Antoinette here, goddamn. Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact.
Whatever do you mean?
Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There's only one logical conclusion. Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet! The teeth marks in the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. The lion ate the carpet. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this beastly puzzle. What is the matter with you, Joan? You're pouring scalding hot tea all over me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Garrideb. I'm afraid I didn't notice.
My deductions can be sternly sharp. It stands to reason that your cup runneth over. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times too. Oh? Mr. Sholmes? Sorry to butt in again. But could I make an observation? Why certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. What is it again? Well, your deductions just now. Do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room of this size? Indeed, it is the only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth is all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense. But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realms of common sense as well? But if an uncaged lion had run amok in this very room, surely Mr. Garrideb and his maid would have been hurt or worse. Ah, that's where you are stuck. No doubt the former military man held his own against the beast using that large cannon. Thought you said they sold the lion to the circus. And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I have ever heard of a lion that drinks tea. Ah, my dear Miss Susato, it occurs to me with some regularity that irrespective of race and breeding, whenever anyone lands on Great British soil, they're infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea. Holy fuck. What? He's like, yo, the lion was like, yo, I need to have a tea party right now. That was great. Oh, what a glorious notion. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, it's your turn to shine again. I had a feeling that was coming. A slight massage. That's all Mr. Sholmes' deductions need. You can do it! A slight massage, she says. Excellent. I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. We don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help with Mr. Natsume's case. Still, uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. At least, that's what I want to believe. Let's start again from the beginning of Sherlock Holmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Appears. Question: what form might the beast take? Lanza's. I really didn't see the lion thing coming. No, but if you observe Mr. Garradeb's reaction, rather seems as though some beast did indeed run amok in here in this room. Yeah, something with a very fierce nature. It couldn't have been a lion transported from India. So what was it then? We must follow Mr. Garradeb's gaze. That will lead us to the true answer. These are mortar shells from the cannon. What a strange place to keep them. I imagine they have some significance to Mr. Garradeb from his time in the army. Of course, he mentioned a battle to us before, didn't he? Do you remember he said he'd been shot in the knee? Perhaps it's one of these at him. Around that size in his knee, there'd be nothing left of it, or Mr. Garradeb for that matter. Oh, rubbish on the mantel place. What's this photograph? Appears to be from Mr. Garradeb's wedding. He looks very happy, doesn't he? He does, but you can't make out his bride. No, how unfortunate. Something must have struck the glass directly over the woman's face. Wonder what happened. Probably best not to delve too deeply here. At all, but no, the amount of cracks could hide a woman's plump form. I think powerful would be a kinder word than plump, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, she certainly looks at. There's a lot of horsepower there. That's the one you want to upset, that's for sure. Oh look, have you noticed her wedding ring? It's very large, isn't it? Yes, that's an unusual design. Looks like some embellished sunflower. Who seems to be carrying his rather stout bride effortlessly and beaming with a smile at the same time. Suppose he is very strong in his younger years. Hard to imagine now. He's as thin as a rake.
Take that!
Boom! The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by the newlywed bride. Oh no. Precisely, Mr. Naruhodo. No other explanation could possibly fit. Yes, this frame print pictures your wife, Mr. Garradeb. And while we lament the fact that her face is obscured, we can still make out her mighty arms and note the considerable horsepower they must contain. Oh, indeed. Surely any woman of such powerful constitution would be considered to be described as a beast. What? Excuse me? Honored might be stretching a point. Too late. The fact remains that the beast which so clearly savaged this room was your wife, Mr. Garradeb.
Yeah.
The chilling traces of the wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well, as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. What could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madame? Me? I pray you do not... Okay, we're not gonna go through this, but holy shit! The poor, fragile, defenseless woman is beside herself. Well, I don't know about fragile. Oh dear. Anyway, Mr. Sholmes is quite right. There's no sign of a Mrs. Garradeb anywhere. But it seems there may be a clue as to her whereabouts. A clue that this maid is trying to hide. Wonder where Mr. Garradeb's wife could be. What a charming little teapot. It's pristine condition. Well, not so much for Mr. Garradeb, as I'm Mr. Garradeb, wouldn't you say? Drawing attention to it. That certainly does appear to be a circus handbill poking out of her pocket. Batty's Circus, currently performing shows in a park not far from here. Don't think, surely Mr. Garradeb didn't sell his wife to the circus. Mr. Naruhodo, how could you even think such a thing? I was only joking. Besides, I would have gone with, do you think he fed her to his pet lion? That's somehow worse. Too tightly shut eyes to avoid the chance of a giveaway glance. Pursed lips to prevent any secrets from slipping out. Rounded cheeks to deflect any abuse that might be hurled her way. Yes, it's an unnervingly powerful woman, Miss Susato. It's your turn to phrase... It's your turn of phrase that's unnerving, Mr. Naruhodo.
Take that!
Years ago, I read about a pot like this in a book. It was an old Arabian tale. Inside the pot was a genie who, once unleashed, wielded the power to destroy the whole world. That... Yes. I find myself wanting to never do I have heard it. I'm quite pained by it, in fact. Oh, sorry. I'll try it again. Okay, it's gotta be her then.
Take that!
For some reason, the thought came into my mind. Oh, well, so I thought I'd contribute to the show. Okay, I must have missed something.
Take that!
Okay, we're not reload. Not entirely sure what they want from me here. Okay.
Take that!
Okay. We know it's the newlywed bride here. Okay. 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 Oh, it's right here. A sunflower design with some rather nice embellishments. It's on the ring finger of the left hand. Surely a wedding ring. Looks like it's on there for life too. I can't imagine it would slide off a finger of that size. That's something to think, Mr. Naruhodo, not to say. Do you know Mr. Gyardeb's wife in the photograph had a ring very much like this one? It's a large sunflower design as well. Really? You have great memory for these things. Large sunflower wedding ring.
Take that!
Bada boom, bada bing. Your wedding ring gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. Indeed it does. The flower band gleaming on your finger gives you away. For it is identical to the one shown on the hand of Mr. Garrideb's bride in his photographic print. In other words, you are no ordinary household maid. No. You are Mr. Garrideb's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garrideb herself.
Oh my word!
Oh yeah, indeed, there, Jeffrex. Well, jolly fine detecting, sir. As you rightly surmise, this is my wife, yes, my Joan. Rather let herself go, you might say, but she was a belly girl. Ah! Would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you're a retired army man, yet you are in the business of renting out rooms. Tisk. I would assume, therefore, you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct? It's not right, I tell you. I was 2nd Lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment. A man has his pride, don't you know? By golly, it's a sorry thing when a chap can't even afford to have a single maid in his employ. Yes, here in London, one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered wealthy if society if it employs no staff at all. Though in my considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are a folly. You mean Mr. Garrideb has his wife work as his maid? Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garrideb? Only in company, obviously. But listen here. This must remain a secret. Tip-top secret, please. Oh, man. Now, Mr. Garrideb. It is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress... Mr. Sholmes is quite something. He's still calling Mr. Garrideb's wife a beast. As a woman, that feels rather uncomfortable. But Mr. Garrideb is standing beside her husband as we speak. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he? Well, how true. So perhaps that supporting arm means that he's propping up his head. Or has some other significance then. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garrideb's pain is tangible though. Mr. Garrideb certainly looks glum. According to Mr. Sholmes' deduction, it's because he's having to endure the acute pain of losing something dear to him. But we know that he hasn't lost his wife. So that means there must be another cause for the pain he's suffering. Oh my, look at that bright red mark. Gosh, that's quite something, and clearly made by someone's hand. As Mr. Garrideb has been slapped on the face, it seems hard. I've never seen such a clearly defined mark. Who could have done such a thing? Well, there's a very limited number of candidates, I'd say.
Take that!
Oh man. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that slapped cheek. And of course, the deliverer of that impressive mark on your cheek that refuses to fade. Was you, Madame Joan Garrideb?
Well, yes.
You have been desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek, sir. Ah! How the blazes? How did you work that out, man? Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow. That's why you haven't looked directly at us even once. To keep your other side from view. Well, Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why are you subjected to such a violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves what caused Madame Garrett to fly into a rage. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it's the pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Didn't Mr. Schulm say the bills were all for lion fodder? Yes, but it's now established that the lion never existed, which can only mean that the thing responsible for gobbling up all that food was Mr. Garrett's wife. Mr. Naruhodo, she's a person, not a thing. Yes, well, she's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap around the face. One so hard that it left him a perfect hand mark, in fact. Yes, why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force, I wonder? Yeah, I'd love to know the answer to that question. Ah, someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here. Look, Mr. Garrett is clearly an avid reader. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this is a bookmark. Oh no, so it isn't. It's a note written in a woman's hand. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Oh, look next to the signature here. Lip marks made with lipstick. Oh, what a passionate and romantic gesture. Okay, ideas, Susato-san. Oh dear, I'm sorry. So this bookmark is actually a love note then,
Take that!
Oh jeez. Yes, it is the love note that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Oh James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed. Perhaps the sender of this note, a certain Miss Mary, is the fly in the ointment here. Oh God! But I don't know the bally woman. You don't know her? That note wasn't written to me. It was just in the book. I don't know how it got there. It was just in there, you say? That's right. That's what I bet. Ah!
A likely story.
Now listen here, Joan, old thing. I explained at the time. I bought the book at that second-hand place, and that note must have already been in there. So the previous owner of the book was using the note as a bookmark, you mean? That's right. That's what I've been saying. Ah!
A likely story.
For heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James. My name, in case you've forgotten, is John. Oh my God.
A likely story.
Are you questioning my name now? Oh God. And there we have it. Arouse the suspicions of the female heart, and you have unleashed a beast with the most ferocious bite. Ugh. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack.
Unimaginable?
The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive woolen carpet.
Oh dear me.
What could have caused such a destructive outburst? Ah. Okay. To explain, the Tower of Cakes is not the answer, goddamn. But surely Mrs. Garrett didn't eat the carpet. That's a fucking funny ass sentence right there. No, of course not. But there doesn't seem to be any doubt that the state of disarray that this room is in is a result of her wild temper. Now that's true. So this is the last part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction that we need to fix. We only need to follow Mrs. Garrett's gaze, and that will tell us the real answer. Alright. Handbill for the circus. Batty's Circus. It's in a nearby park. Isn't it the same one we saw earlier? One that was pulled up in Miss Garrett's pocket? Perhaps they're very great circus lovers. It couldn't be that hungry lion somehow involved again here, could it? Oh dear, I hope not. Looks like a very old candlestick, doesn't it? Base looks too small. Surely it's very unstable. Looks to me even the slightest knock would make it topple over. Oh dear, that would be dangerous. Wait, take a closer look at this. There's one candle missing. Yes, I didn't notice that before. Why is that, I wonder? Why is one candle of 3 missing from its holder? Ah, so many cakes. Is that all you can think about? Well, look at them, Mr. Naruhodo. There is a mountain of them, and they all look so delicious. It's more of a tower than a mountain, I'd say. It's a mountain, and it's my hope that one day in our very homeland, I will be able to perform the tea ceremony at the foot of such a mountain. It's definitely a tower. The carpet here has been ripped to shreds. And yes, and according to Mr. Sholmes' deduction, the tears match those made by an Indian tears. Oh, look here. What is it? If you look closely at the edge, you can see scorch marks. Oh yes, so you can. In that case, perhaps the carpet wasn't eaten in the normal sense at all. Okay, of course it's the candles. It's the candlestick.
Take that!
Bada boom, bada bing. Yes, to explain the entire state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick. Most illuminating, my dear fellow, and of course the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth. Yes, the remnants of a ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed, they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give away the truth. Scorch marks? It would appear that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation. Mrs. Garrett's mighty arm muscles left an impression not only on her husband's face, but on the entire room. The force of her strike caused a candle to fall from the holder. And in seconds, the carpet was alight, and the whole corner of the room was in flames. Yes, for the most ferocious beast in the world is neither a violent lion or a vengeful woman, but fire. And in this room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and run amok. Eloquently put, my dear fellow. So you see, there is but one conclusion here. We dance. After the sparks of marital discord flew, the room was the scene of a fire. Mr. Sholmes, sir. I salute you! deduction complete. Elementary. This is fucking crazy. I love it. It's these dash long winter nights, you know. Nothing to do but read in the front of the fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good second-hand bookshop just around the corner. Buy all my old novels there. In the pages of one particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material, for which your wife admonished you harshly, it seems. Don't know about admonish. Demolish might be rather close to the mark. And beast is more certainly... Ah! Here we go again. And the carpet, was that destroyed by a fire when a candle fell on the floor? Afraid to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. I was caught between the old stick's rage and the raging flames. You paint a torrid picture, sir. One that would have been most entertaining. That's sympathy for you. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The ballet furniture started going up as well. We've had to hide the mess behind the screen for the time being. Over here, Mr. Garrett? Well, you have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me. Had all my favorite old novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh! Up in smoke. Gosh. Then the wife started hurling things at me. What a terrible sight it must have been. There I was. Hold on, give me a second. I need to drink some water. There I was, back up against the window, under heavy enemy fire. Incendiary books, incoming 10 to the dozen. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite, book called The Lion's Pride. The Lion's Pride, ah yes. Your notorious love of big cats coming through again. I assure you, the title didn't influence my choice in the slightest. Did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beast rampage. That turned out to be correct once again. It can only be described as great British wonder. I tell you, it was total carnage. Flames everywhere and the old stick in full fettle. Out of interest, what time of day was that? Not sure I can remember. It was 2 days ago now. Let's see, around 5 o'clock, I think. So exactly the same time as a terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window on the street below. Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. The whole of Blighty could have been flattened outside my window at that moment. I wouldn't have noticed a dash thing. Oh, really? Mr. Sholmes? Yes, Mr. Naruhodo? What can I do for you? Well, I think we've got to the bottom of Mr. Garrett's situation now. But what does it have to do with Mr. Natsume's circumstances? I can't help you there, I'm afraid. What? My dear fellow, if you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I warned you that although I knew the retired army man was hiding something, I could not be sure whether his secret would prove to be of relevance or not. I just knew you were going to say that. Now, Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't lose heart. Bear in mind that all things fall into one of only two categories. Those relevant to the case and those not. That makes no sense to me. Well, no matter. It is of far greater importance that you make up your mind now. Sorry? Visiting hours at the prison will soon be over. Is it that time already? If we're to accept Mr. Natsume's case, We have official paperwork to attend to. So that's it. No more time to think. Perhaps you'd like to betake yourselves to bidding us farewell now. I must prepare supper for Mr. Garrideb. Oh yes, I'm sorry. Thank you both very much for your time. So Seki-san will be waiting for us. I'm going to have to give him an answer. What a miserable sight. I suppose so. But my whole collection went up in smoke, you know. All those novels I adored so much.
Well, John, whose fault is that?
Not mine, that's for sure.
Well, whoever may or may not be to blame, I'm quite sure you can buy some new old books to replace them, can't you?
New old books. Bally nonsense. That's couples for you, Mr. Naruhodo. So I've been led to believe. That portrait of Mr. Garrideb is glaring at me, I swear. Have you noticed that all the little frames contain photographic prints of Mr. Garrideb as well? Yes, and there seems to be a statue of lion on the mantelpiece as well. Ah yes, seemed to come back from the local pawnbroker with me, that little trinket. Seemed to come back? What do you mean? The chap who runs the place is a bally wizard. Went in to sell him something and came out with that thing. In point of fact, now that I think about it, I rather often find myself leaving the place with something I don't need. The lion ornament certainly doesn't seem surplus to requirements. I don't think there's anything else with these two.
But I'm afraid it's supper time now. I'll have to ask you to leave.
I'm sorry. If we linger too long, Mrs. Garrideb will start pouring tea again. Oh, who wants that? Alright, shall we go then? Alright, here we go. Time to leave. It's time, Mr. Naruhodo. We must hurry back to prison. Yeah, I know. Let's hail a car. Oh? What's the matter? It looks like something's going on over there in front of the Garrideb's house. What in the hell? I knew thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers.
Who are you calling an old man, you rum-looking niminy-biminy?
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. That snow looks so good now. It sounds so good now. Hell yeah.
Who's this Horatio fella, eh? What are you on about?
Excuse me.
What the? Who are you now?
I'm sorry. It just looked as though you might have some problem here. My associate here, Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, is a lawyer, you see.
Lawyer? What?
If I can be of assistance, I'd be happy to help. I'm from Japan, but I study English law. Tisk.
Fine, I'll be on my way for today, but you mark my words. This ain't over yet.
Get thee to a nunnery!
Do I look like a bloomin' nun to you?
Sir, that pose is very scary. I do hope you're not injured. Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so gentle. Thank you. What was that all about? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. I'm not Horatio either. Forgive the inquiry, sir, but are you a lodger here? In the Gerdeb residence? Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so right. Yes, I do dwell in this humble abode. Mr. Gerdeb mentioned they had another lodger, didn't he? This must be the man. Do you happen to know the other lodger who lives on the first floor? Ah, yes, a gentleman named Natsume. Oh, more worthy of a polemist in my battle of words, ne'er could there be. Sorry, battle did you say? Who is stronger, Hamlet or Macbeth? Mr. Natsume and I sparred long into the night. I see. I don't fully understand, but it seems Mr. Natsume and this gentleman are acquaintances at least. So, fair maiden, so good gentlemen, I can tarry here no longer. Fare thee well. Didn't really understand him, but I think he's returned to his room. Seems he's unaware of what happened to Mr. Natsume, so he can't really help us. With Soseki-san and that man as lodgers, the Gerdeb house is certainly full of eccentrics. Anyway, I'll go find a carriage. Yes, I'm sure Mr. Natsume is eagerly awaiting our return. Guess who's one of our witnesses tomorrow? Let's hope we can get to the prison before visiting hours are over.